Coming up, my not top sets for LEGO investing and reselling. Let's see what sets are recommended for us to avoid. Welcome to KDX Bricks Analytics, where I watch all the LEGO investing and reselling videos so that you don't have to. So let's jump right into it. I'm back with my hat and scruffy face. It's almost like I recorded 3 videos in the same day. Maybe I did, but it does take a while to edit them and get them up. But really good news here. What do you get when you cross Star Wars with Brickheads? Well, of course, you get a winning set when it comes to investing and reselling, but that's not the case here. This set, 75317, The Mandalorian and the Child, it's a really good set, but it's on the shelves for a very long time. It's been heavily discounted. Everybody that wants it already has it, and so this is not a good set for investing and reselling. And so that brings me to the last video that I'm going to do on this January 1st to April 15th, 2023 data table. To our left on the screen, this is the table of not top sets. So of the 135 videos that were posted during this time frame that I watched with the 798 LEGO set mentions, 111 of those mentions were cautionary mentions, sets to avoid for investing and reselling. Not that I agree with every set that's on this list, but I generally agree with most of them. First off is this one that we just talked about. It has 7 mentions. I totally agree to avoid this one. Same with this set too, 75332, the ATST 4+ set. In my view, this dethrones that weird, I think it was a Walker, Star Wars Walker set with a little weird elevator contraption on it as the worst Star Wars set. I don't remember, I can kind of visualize it, but I don't exactly remember the set that I and many others previously thought was the worst Star Wars set ever made. This one has dethroned it. $35 for 87 pieces and 3 minifigures. 7 mentions to avoid it. 75288, the regular size AT or AT. This has been on the shelves for a very long time. LEGO make bunches of these and there's nothing particularly special about it. So 6 mentions to avoid. 21337, the table football idea set. I actually messed with this in the store the other day and it holds up pretty well. I could actually enjoy playing it a little bit. Maybe me with one of my kids or my kids playing it together. But I do feel bad for the fan designer of this set because it was a really good idea. LEGO just couldn't pull it together to meet all of their strength and constructability requirements, and so this one is just not going to do well and it's just going to go by the wayside sooner than later. Already been on sale a lot. 5 mentions to avoid for investing and reselling. Oh yeah, and it's retiring at the end of this year anyway. Just over a 1-year shelf life on an idea set. Not good at all. 75300, the Imperial TIE Fighter. 4 mentions to avoid for investing. Nothing particularly interesting in this set, but LEGO has come out with this line of $40 to $50, slightly smaller than usual Star Wars sets, and some people want every Star Wars ship in this line, then maybe they'll do okay in retirement. And of them, this one I think I like more than most of the other ones. This set here, 75301, Luke Skywalker's X-Wing fighter, same story, and this one I don't like much. 4 mentions for this one. Same concept with this one too. The Boba Fett's Starship, aka the Slave One, $50 for 593 pieces. Seems like things with Boba Fett generally do well, but this set has been made many times. Probably won't do great again unless there's a collectability desire that ramps up to get every one of the sets that are in this new slightly smaller size. Another Star Wars 75335 BD1, pretty good looking set. Not the most stable when it's all built together. It rattles and shakes around a little bit, and in very narrow market because it's part of the game instead of part of one of the movies or TV series. 75309, the Republic Gunship. This one has gotten a lot of votes in favor of investing and reselling and a lot of votes against it. To me, the investing and reselling community is not quite sure on this one yet. It's very expensive, 3,292 pieces for $400. The minifigures stink. The exclusive Mace Windu minifigure is very bland compared to other more recent Mace Windu minifigures. I still don't think there's anything particularly special about this other than it's the first UCS Republic Gunship set, but it's huge and a huge price. Hard to store, hard to ship. Although some people swear this one's going to do well in retirement, it's not one that I'm going to be investing in. 75318, The Child, good set for what it is, but there's nothing particularly here from an investment perspective. Star Wars 75324, the Dark Trooper Attack, very expensive at $35. It did get, I think it was a $5 price increase back over a year ago when a lot of sets got the LEGO price increase, but still expensive. But if you get it on sale, I think this one can actually do okay. The minifigures are really good, and a couple of action features, the Dark Trooper sliding forward towards Luke, and Luke, I guess, rotating through that elevator door type thing, and then the hallway looks pretty good, and we don't get a lot of kind of that cool modern looking Star Wars hallway type spaces in Lego sets. I like this one a fair amount, but it's got to be on sale. 3 mentions. Another one that many people are in favor of also, 75329, the Death Star Trench Run diorama. I think most people, and myself included, who are not getting this one for investing and reselling primarily is because it's very expensive and because there are no minifigures. The collectability will be down because there are no minifigures. All these pieces are otherwise pretty readily available, but for what it is, it does look really good. It did get 3 mentions though against investing and reselling on the table. Set 75343, the Dark Trooper helmet. This is a Target exclusive, the standard $70 price point. A lot of things going for this set. It's going to have less than a 2-year shelf life. It's a Target exclusive. It's a pretty good build. It certainly looks like some sort of Star Wars character, but the main issue with this is it just doesn't really look like a Dark Trooper in comparison to the source material. Some people are really excited about this set because all the helmet sets in the Target exclusive one in the past, the TIE Fighter pilot, did really well, and therefore you have some that are swearing by this set and some that are avoiding it at all costs. A very large set, 10276, the Coliseum. The issue with this set is $550 and it's a bunch of tan pieces and it's so big that most people can't find a place in their house to put it. Outside of that, if you do have the space for it and you are majorly into Roman history, this set is really good. The arches, all the different angles are very, very realistic in compared to the Roman Colosseum ruin that's out there today. 10299, the Real Madrid Stadium. These 3 stadiums, the other 2 have already retired, but these 3 stadiums just did not do well. They were very, very expensive and a pretty narrow market, so this one will not do well in retirement. I can't imagine Lego making any more stadiums anytime soon. The Fender Stratocaster 21329, 2 mentions to avoid for investing and reselling. Even though this set is really good, you can have the red guitar, you can have the black guitar, the amp has really good details in the back and on the top, and it's not bad at $120, even though you only get 1,074 pieces, but the target audience is pretty narrow and it's still not retiring yet, and so I agree. 2 mentions to avoid for investing and reselling. 40540, the Lion Dance Guy Brickheads. A lot of good details here. I don't know how much audience there would be on this one, so 2 mentions against reselling. 40541, the Manchester United Go Brick Me, and then 40542, the FC Barcelona Go Brick Me. Both these are $20 for one brickhead figure when it's normally $10 for a brickhead figure. The soccer or football goal is really a throwaway in this set. Also, these figures just don't have a lot of special details, so I agree they both are not going to do well in retirement. 75292, the Razor Crest. Oh no, this set should not be on this list. I know it's been out forever, but this set is really, really good. One of the most accurate Star Wars spaceship sets in a long, long time for the first version of the spaceship. This came out, and once we started all watching Mandalorian, we saw how accurate this ship was. It opens up a lot of interior space. Good minifigures, even though only one of them is exclusive. The rest of them are still really good. And it's only $140, even though it is just over 1,000 pieces. Once you get through the long hold period because it's been on the shelves for so long, then I think it'll do very, very well in retirement. 75322, the Hoth AT-ST. There's just nothing special here, so I agree. 2 mentions against investing and reselling. 75326, Boba Fett's Throne Room. This one's really interesting. So the show was not particularly popular, even though it was okay. The characters were good, the ships were good, the scenes were good, just the story was pretty weak. That's some good and some bad for this set. This set will be on the shelves for under 2 years. It was on sale a lot at $70. I think it was even $40 or $50 at Costco a lot. And so unless you got it at a really, really steep discount or can get it at a really steep discount, then I think you're starting from behind from a lot of investors and resellers. And I think that's one of the main reasons that people are looking to avoid it right now is our big opportunity on this set, for the most part, has passed us. But I still think it's a pretty good set. And I still think that the popularity for this set is gradually growing, especially because it sounds like we're not going to get a Jabba throne or throne room set that might have been a rumored diorama set. Sounds like we're not getting something like that. That will help this set increase in popularity. 75334, Obi-Wan Kenobi versus Darth Vader. A lot of people hate this set or hate the build because it's just a patch of rock. I'm okay. Generally, it is overpriced at $50, but the minifigures are really good. Brickset says all 4 of them are exclusive. I forget exactly if all 4, but I know a few of them are at least. And the fire and the action feature, it overall is pretty good. I'm actually a little bit more excited about this set than most people, I think. And it is going to retire at the end of this year, so it'll have less than a year and a half shelf life. Again, if you can get it on sale, I think this one could do pretty well, but it does have 2 mentions against investing and reselling. Next up is the Boba Fett Slave One Microfighter 75344, and I totally disagree with this. I know that Boba Fett minifigure is terrible and compared to the source material, but my view is it's so terrible that it's going to become collectible. It's like collecting the misprint or collecting the error note, and therefore I actually like this set. Now it is only a $10 set, so how much are you really going to get out of flipping one of these? You'd have to do a bunch of units and then it's probably not worth your time. I still believe that minifigure is going to do pretty well because it's so bad. The new UCS X-Wing Starfighter 75355. 2 mentions against investing and reselling. $240 for just under 2,000 pieces. I'm not particularly excited about this set. It's not the first UCS X-Wing anyways. Onto a modular building 10270, the bookshop. It is expensive compared to some of the others. $200 for only 2,500 pieces for a modular building. A lot of people don't like that tree, even though I really do like the birch tree on this set. I talked about it in one of my previous videos. I'm on the fence with this one, but it does have 1 mention against investing and reselling. 10273, the haunted house. Typically the theme park or amusement park ride sets do well, but this one just doesn't have great colors and it's not really a standout. The elevator drop mechanism sticks a little bit. With that said, I generally agree against investing and reselling in this set. 10289, Bird of Paradise, the least popular by far botanical Lego set. If you were able to get this one back when it was on sale at $70 or maybe even less from time to time, then I think it could do pretty well in retirement. I didn't get any then when they were deeply discounted, and I'm thinking about picking up 1 or 2 if they do get discounted a lot again, just because the botanicals line overall has done very, very well. If most of the botanical sets were like this one, then I probably would ignore them. Although this one is the weakest in the line, it's a pretty good looking set in my opinion. 10290, the pickup truck. I talked about this one a lot in one of my previous videos, and I don't like this set at all. 1 mention against investing and reselling. I agree. 10316, the new Lord of the Rings Rivendell. And I think the only reason that somebody mentioned against this set is just because it's so big and it's so awesome that everybody is gonna be coming for this set from investing and reselling. So it'll probably be over hoarded, and there's gonna be so much buzz around it that, you know, if you play the same game that everybody else is playing, then, you know, you're probably just gonna average out and not be able to find that diamond in the rough. But with that said, I still think this set will do well in retirement, even though it just came out and will be on the shelves for a very long time. 10781, Spider-Man's Techno Trike. Nothing special here. Every set that we talk about from here on out had 1 mention against investing and reselling. This one here I disagree with. 21326, Winnie the Pooh, all exclusive figures, sizable tree that looks pretty good and is integrated well with the little house hut there, and the interior details are really nice. For $100, I think you get a lot in today's money. I like this set a lot. 31206, Rolling Stones art piece. I agree. Avoid that one. 41168, Elsa's jewelry box. I don't know anything about the jewelry box or the Elsa sets, but it did get a mention. 42122, Jeep Wrangler, the Technic set. I agree. It's been out a very long time, and I think anybody that wants it already has it. The next few sets are similar. 60353, the Wild Animal Rescue missions, and then 60354, the Mars spacecraft exploration missions, and then 60355, the Water Police detective missions. All 3 of these sets are really good for what their intended purpose is, which is to angle a little bit more towards some educational experience with building up some different things and doing some of your own builds on top of it. Certainly for investing and reselling, there isn't anything here. 71738, Zane's Titan Mech Battle. Even though this one has working knees, I don't see it doing well in retirement because there are just a lot of Ninjago mechs at this point, and this one doesn't have overly exciting colors, kind of washed out. I can see it not doing well in retirement, but it is only $65 for 840 pieces. The very large Millennium Falcon 75192, and then the still large but regular size Millennium Falcon 75257. The large one, it's just very, very large, so narrow market. And then this one, a ton of Millennium Falcons have been made, and there isn't anything particularly special about this one or the minifigures. 75323, the Justifier. Unless you get this set on a huge discount because it is way overpriced, and that exclusive Cad Bane minifigure shoots up to well over $100, then I agree, avoid this set. But because this set, it makes so many Lego and Star Wars fans angry, I kind of want to pick up 1 or 2 of them. So I really hope that I can find them on discount just to have them and see where they go. 75331, the very large Razor Crest, similar to the other large UCS sets. Some folks out there just avoid these because of the price and the size of the box and the shipping, even though this set looks really good. 75336, the Inquisitor transport site. And I don't know, this has to be a misprint. I know that it wasn't me. I know that I heard somebody in one of the videos say that they're avoiding this set for investing and reselling, but they must have been having a bad day or something. There's no way. This set is fantastic. I know the Stream series wasn't that popular, but this ship is really, really awesome. Yes, it's all black, but it's a unique all black, and it's got a great red windscreen. And then of course those 4 exclusive minifigures are outstanding. Again, the show wasn't great, but the ships and the characters were really good in my opinion. This to me is a absolute winner in retirement. Yeah, and it's on the Brick Fanatics list to retire at the end of 2023, so it's going to have well less than 2 years on the shelf if it does retire at the end of 2023. A new set, 75356, the Executor Super Star Destroyer. Some people are very excited about this set, and some people are saying, hey, there are no minifigures, and these midi-sized Star Wars sets have not done too well, most of them, which is true. but one or two of them have done very well. There might be something here, but I don't think I'm going to get too excited about this one. 75968 for Privet Drive. Really good set. The building is a little underwhelming. Just needs a little bit more mass to it and a little bit more detail to it, but it is very expensive. $80 for the 797 pieces when the minifigures aren't really that special. And it's been on the shelves for well over 3 years. So a lot of people are avoiding this one. This one I don't agree with. 75969, the Hogwarts Astronomy Tower. I think that there's a lot of tan and sand green Harry Potter building fatigue. Is a very unique looking building compared to all the others. I think this one is going to do very well. The tower part, the spires, that little greenhouse area, good selection of minifigures. There's a lot I like about this set, especially if you can get it on discount. 76210, the very large Hulkbuster at $550. This will probably go down as the largest boondoggle in Lego history. What a waste. Let me repeat that. What an absolute waste. This is junk. It is way too big. The proportions, the design, the chest plates, parts of the hips, the arms, there are so many things wrong with this set compared to the source material. And when Lego's building something at this scale, they should not have any problem using the small Lego pieces to get all those portions and design features much more accurate. I think this set will come up more and more to avoid for investing in reselling, or maybe it's so bad that people aren't even worried about talking about it. A nice little small set, 76220, Batman versus Harley Quinn. There's just nothing particularly special about it. 76398, Hogwarts Hospital Wing, $50 for 510 pieces, and the 4 minifigures. Good details at the minifigures they're holding. I actually like this one okay. Again, it's not your completely typical looking Harry Potter building, a little bit of uniqueness to it. I like all the windows with the lattice on them, and the big clock up top looks good. And Ron's cast on his leg is a nice element. So I think this set could do okay. 76401, Hogwarts Courtyard, Sirius's Rescue. I agree that this set doesn't have anything special, plus it's $50 for 345 pieces. It looks like just a slapped together piece of a Harry Potter building, and then they made a little scene out of it. I just don't think there's anything unique or special here. 76403, the Ministry of Magic. Great idea. I wish this set was executed a lot better. The 2 towers look okay. The details are decent, but it looks very unfinished and flimsy for me. Just an overall disappointment. But you do get a lot of minifigures, and a lot of them are exclusive to this set. One mention to avoid this set, 76830 from Lightyear. I don't think there's anything special about this set, partly because most people didn't go watch the movie. Another one from the movie. However, this one I think might do okay because it is a spaceship, so only because of the spaceship aspect and not because it's related to the movie. But that spaceship looks pretty good, and I like that it has its own little stand and plaque, even though it's a play set. So this is 76832, the XL15 spaceship. Lego just announced a wave of, I think it's 4, maybe 5 new original movie 30th anniversary Jurassic Park sets, and I think they come out on June 1st. This is the biggest of that wave. It's $130 for 693 pieces. I get that the dinosaurs are big and that we pay a lot for those in these sets. So this set is called the Visitor Center T-Rex and Raptor Attack. From what I see so far, it is a huge disappointment. It is underwhelming, and it is so unfinished, and there's so much more that they could have done interior and exterior to tell the different pieces of the scenes here at the Visitor Center. With that said, I can't see how I would be investing in this one for post-retirement, but it is new, and we have to see how long it'll be on the shelves and what kind of buzz this set gets. And then last one on this list is 76989, the Horizon Forbidden West tall neck, and I totally disagree. My last video, I actually picked this as my number 1 set from all the sets that I talked about in that video. I think this one is a very, very good set and a huge winner. That's a wrap on this video. I will see you in the next one. Oh, and don't forget, my videos are for entertainment purposes only. I do not provide financial advice. You got to get that from somebody else.